The next trick I want to talk about is backside flips. You seem to love backside flips. Why is that?
I just love a lot of tricks turning backside. Like my shoulders turn backside easier than front side. And obviously I prefer kickflip tricks over heel flips. And backside flip is just one of those, like, I don't know, when you get a good pop and it like sucks up to your feet, it's just a feel good trick. That's pretty much it. That's my short answer.
Yeah. I feel like backside flips almost rotate easier than kick flips.
Yeah. When I backside flip a stair set, I don't kickflip at first. Very rarely, because I trust my backside flips more, to be honest.
Is that because when you bail a backside flip, you're able to roll? Versus if you're sideways bailing versus like, you know, you're half rotated on a backside flip, you can kind of like roll out.
I don't think it's as much about the bailing. It's more of the trick itself. Like, honestly, I probably slam harder on backside flips when I do, because if I under rotate and I just go straight to my back. But it's just my kickflips are inconsistent. Like, I feel like everyone can relate to this.
Yeah.
You go out, you have perfect kickflips one day, and then a few days later, like, they just go in rocket. You can't get a solid flick.
They come in phases, dude. Sometimes you go through a real kickflip drought, dude.
Yeah, but my backside flips have never failed me. I learned it from Andy Schrock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How?
One of his trick tips.
Dude, what was the tip?
Well, okay, so I used to try to...
What was the hack?
It's because I used to try a varial kickflip and just turn my body like a sex change. And that's not a good way to learn backside flips. That's why when I finally learned them proper, like, I was so hyped. So, like, let me stand up real quick, you know, instead of... let's go right here. Fuck it. I'm not going to roll and do it, but, like... So... I mean, the main difference, when I learned them, this was my foot position. My front foot was a little lower, like a varial kickflip stance.
Here, let me watch the camera. His toe real quick for a thumbnail. Oh, that's gonna be juicy.
And then I would just do a varial kickflip and try to go like this. But you might want to back up a little. I would just try to go like that. And that's just, it might be like, you could learn them that way, but it's not gonna help you down the road, you know? So the main tip is put your front foot more on it. So now my front foot's like right under those bolts, a lot of my feet on it. And I literally, it's all on the shoulders and where you flick. So I start turning my shoulders, pop it like this, and I flick it right here. Oh shit, spilled some liquid death. Oh, literally like right off the nose. If you flick too much down here, it might go a little rocket. It's like you gotta find that sweet spot, like right there.
That's so interesting. So you flick it like really close to the center of the nose.
Yeah, just so it gets like, oh, not like that.
We're keeping that in. We're keeping that in.
That just like helps it suck up to my feet more, you know? I get like a nice level backside flip rather than something rocket and funky. Yeah. So it's like, oh fuck, that was weird.
That like really wanted to grab your foot. I think about tricks like constantly, so whenever there's somebody that's good at a trick, I like to ask them to judge my theory. Okay. So here's my, like, one thing I think about with backside flips is I kind of think of it like in 3 parts. You like start the back 180 rotation, so you think back 180, and then literally I just like think kickflip.
Yeah.
And then I think back 180 again. I think of it in like 3 steps, but it's like first I think like back 180, and then I just try and forget that I'm doing a back 180 and just think that I'm doing a regular kickflip, and somehow that like makes it more like kickflippy and less varial flippy. Do you think like that?
Not exactly, but I do think like in parts. It's just like I don't, when I'm doing it, I'm not like, okay, this step, then this step, then this step, you know, it just kind of happens. But like, you know, I definitely, let's use this line for example, for reference. I definitely, you know, think shoulders first, or no, first for me, it's foot placement first. When I'm rolling up, if you look at my clips, like I'm shifting my feet, like I'm making sure like I'm in my position. And then I look at the end of the stairs or whatever, I pop, and I flick like, I think this way, literally like a sideways kickflip, like
diagonally forward.
Yeah. And then when I'm above it, that's when I usually can tell like if it's gonna be a good one, you know, if it's level or if it's rocket. And I just wait for the grip. And then once I see the grip coming around like this, then I do kind of think back 180, you know, like I grab it and like whip it around my feet like that. Yeah, pretty much like you said, like the little, what'd you call it, 3-step? Yeah, the 3 steps. Yeah. The 3 steps that you said, that kind of is like how I think of it, just subconsciously.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
What do you think about your back foot? Because like for me, I put my back foot like a little bit over, but I notice it seems like you put yours in the center of the tail.
Yeah.
Do you have any preference on where you put your back foot?
So I can't have my back foot too much in the pocket, because then that causes it to rotate. You know, I just kind of, without even thinking about it, I scoop a little. You can't really scoop too much. It's more pop. It's just like a little scoop. It's just like a pop. It's like if I were to, I'd say with backside flip, there's no scoop. It's just like popping your board this way.
Yeah.
It's not even scoop. If you think scoop, it's gonna go.
It's gonna
like
turn
rocket.
varial flip, huh?
Yeah. So just to avoid that, I put my foot like more right here, kind of exactly like I do for a kickflip. So it's like, I'd say it's like this. Yeah, like right there. That's my sweet spot.
Okay.
Oh,
dude, thank you for the tips.
Yeah, your whole channel thumbnails are just gonna be my face now.
Yeah, for the next month, dude, all you're getting is Bryan Arnett content. Make every day Friday. Thanks again, Bryan, for coming all the way out here, and see you in the next video. Dude, that was beast.